are now watching a heavy media production.
Welcome to Leeway, Lee's way of thinking.
Yo, I'm in here. Just found out he's more like family. You know what I mean?
Basically. Basically,
you know what I mean?
That's on me. BRXTN, chilling with Leangelo, too smooth, too cool for school. You know what it is.
Hey, I did used to have a name named Too Smooth. That's
Hey,
nice.
see what I'm saying?
Like
see,
hey,
look,
like
bro. We already on the same page, cuz.
Yeah,
same
we
page,
are on the
same
same
way.
page.
Most definitely. So
Yeah.
that's the smoothest nickname.
Leangelo's my real name.
Oh,
my
it's
biological
not.
name.
Oh, then, I
so.
didn't know you really threw it. I thought you just threw that on top.
That's my real name.
Oh, well,
like,
then, no, yeah, you all the way G with it then. You gotta have it. That's a baby making name, Paul.
I kind of don't like
Leangelo,
baby making
you know
name. Look, I got 4 kids. He's something else.
That's a baby making name. This nigga Leangelo got another one. He got another one. Look, that's why you laughing.
I hope I don't got no more.
Hey, man, it's all right, man. They all blessings.
Yeah, that's your, like we talked about earlier, man. Kids is your legacy.
Nah,
you know
straight
what I mean?
up.
I had 2 girls, so I was kind of scared. So I got 2 girls and 2 boys.
Oh, you solid. They could,
yeah, that's why I was kind of scared. I'm like, man, if
how
I
old
got
are
3
they?
girls,
Like staggered out? Or they close in
so
age?
my oldest daughter, she's 7.
Oh, okay.
Right.
7.
My youngest daughter, she's 3.
Okay.
My youngest son is 1.
Oh,
well,
so
my
he's
oldest son is 1, and I currently got another one on the way. And they all blessings to me. I always wanted a big family. You know what I mean? I was in foster care and stuff like that.
Okay, so family.
Yeah, so family is, bro. Family is number 1 to me, bro. It's all about the fam band.
Nah, straight up.
This is for family. You know what I mean?
100.
From an aspect of my daughter seeing that I'm outspoken, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or my son seeing I'm outspoken. They ain't never got to be timid to say nothing.
Nah, because
you
the
know
kids
what I mean?
are always watching.
Because they see daddy, you know what I mean?
Move and how, mom moves is, it's major.
So that's one of my biggest things. I don't want to limit my kids, you know what I mean? But I do want to keep everything 100 and or organic.
Yeah, you got to.
Say.
Yeah, you
know
got to.
I mean?
You got to let them, move and grow at their own pace, but just make sure you're doing your part to keep them molded and keep them grounded in your principles and values. But
hopefully, I can have my daughter on here.
Yeah,
talking about how she feel about me as a parent.
Yeah, that's real though. That's real.
Because what kid and she's 7. And she'll sit down at 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, older she get, and she'll be able to sit down and tell me how she feels. And keep it real. And we can talk it out because that's what people need out here, man. People's hiding behind everything.
I was about to say anything that they can.
Yeah, and when you keep those things in, man, that's cause for depression, anxiety, you know what I mean?
It just keeps you on the edge, period.
We already dealing with mental health, you know what I mean? So what's up with you, man? You vibing on today? How you been?
Man, it's Sunday, the sun is shining. I'm just happy to be alive, bro. Happy to be here with you. Thanks for having me. And yeah, man, just here to chop it up with you.
Yeah, it's all love, man. If it ain't love, what we doing it for?
Straight up, though.
So I kind of wanna set the vibe with, let's talk about some music.
All right, of course.
Like, mainly what genres you listen to? Let's start on that.
Hip hop, R&B, like we was talking about earlier, like oldie, soul. But that's mainly like my pocket. But like you also said, I like to check out a little bit of everything that's going on, but mainly like hip hop, R&B.
Yeah, because you really can't. I mean, I be at work and some people be playing like hard metal, and I be like,
just don't.
I can listen to one song, but it's just like I gotta hear the music. You know what I mean? It's more so everything needs to come together. And if you're screaming over the music, I can't even hear you.
The music sounds like it's screaming right back at them.
Yeah, and it's just like
I don't know. Let's call it organized noise, bro, on that one. Or maybe disorganized noise, but that ain't no shot to the heavy metal.
Nah, no
people.
No shot at them.
Know what you're saying.
Because you like what you like, man. And this is why I like my podcast. I want to express myself how I want to. People gonna judge you for the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ain't really tripping about whatever come out of my mouth. I always been like that.
Nah, at the end of the day, we gonna pay for it one way or another. Yeah, bro. We gonna say it here or there.
I got something to ask you though. So
yeah,
I always like, we was talking about Drake earlier. I like Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I like Chris Brown. Whatever.
Yeah.
This is just to get the vibe going. Me as a fan, I'm kind of upset that they ain't really done the album together yet.
A whole album?
A whole album.
I don't know, man. I don't think they jig that much to do a whole album together. It would really be about the bread for them. And I don't think either one of them need the bread that much. Then again, maybe they'll sit down at the table one day. Because, I mean, I think the tour off that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think about, like, all the, branches that'll, sprout out of that. So, I mean, it would be dope, though.
For music. See, once again, I ain't really trying. They gonna make money regardless. That's what I mean, yeah. As far as a fan, it'd be nice to hear an album from them, though.
Definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be 40 songs.
Well,
they'll probably come out with something light. They'll probably come out with something light first. Because I'm expecting this Time to Be Alive 2 with Future and Drake.
Oh, is that a thing?
I've been hearing about it. I don't know if it's true, but if it is true, I expect that to have about at least 25 songs.
Yeah, that'd be tight. Especially like just where they're both at now. But I didn't know that was a thing.
I've been hearing it. I always read and check little blogs
for sure.
and different like that. Like that's
lit,
some of the things that I've been hearing. But that'd be dope. Me, as far as a fan, and I love music so much. Like I still listen to Honest by Future.
No, I got you. Yeah, for sure.
And I still take it back and listen to. Let me see if you can run it. You know what I mean?
Man, you really.
I was a big Dipset fan. Like I love Dipset. Joel Santana, and Cameron. I was a big Dipset fan. So
straight up,
that's the kind of stuff I love. What made you want to get your voice heard?
Honestly, just really being churched early on. Like back in Ashland, Kentucky. That's where a lot of my family's from. I spent a lot of my early years there, and like I was always in the church, and I just noticed like the only real part, at an early age anyway. The only aspect of church I was really drawn to was the music of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you at church every Sunday, you notice, okay, I like how they singing. And plus my grandma, all my aunties was in the choir. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like one of them things. So it's like you hearing them sing on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You dig? So after, I started paying more attention to just the fact that I was drawn to music. Then my pops and mom, they was always bumping, whoever was popular around the time. I was born in 95. Dad was playing a lot of like Jay-Z, DMX, like my dad was always like bumping whatever was hot, pop still. I know my dad bumped a lot of pop. My mom was on her like Whitney Houston, SWV. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like just all of the, like literally like just the classes, right? Everybody that you probably, grew up on.
Color Me Bad, you know what I mean?
Just straight up.
Just bopping whatever was out.
Once I started really just getting older, listening more to the stories and just the way that the music made me feel over everything. I just started playing around with like homies, like rapping, freestyling and stuff. Like as I got older, teenage years, and then I just fell into the flow of like, damn, I really want to do this. But it was honestly like the first time I heard myself in a like pro quality studio. Like do a song and then hear it back and somebody like treat my voice right. Yo, what is this? Like not on no SoundCloud, like not this and SoundCloud and them, but just I came from that era of plugging in a mic into the laptop and just getting it in. However, by the time I dropped $120 to do one song and then heard like just what that, putting down that money and making that investment.
Fell in love. You got that rush, didn't you? Hey, I'm trying to tell you. I used to gospel rap, so. So when I first heard my voice carry, when I'm behind the mic, I was like, man, like.
This is like something I could really, see myself like sticking with. That's all it was for me too, bro. It was just like, I don't know. You already had a niche for it, but then once you really got in the ring with it, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta keep doing it.
Man, you got to.
You got to. But that was my whole thing. Just it already being such a big aspect of my life, and then having homies that like slightly, they was already on it. Like I had a homie named Tony whenever I was like 12, 13. However old you are, like 6th grade.
Right.
And he was already like rapping. Like he had his little studio set up. He had his little mini label or whatever. Like he was really about it. And I just liked how he was going about himself. And I've always been a go-getter type too because I played sports. So, you got that like competitive drive. And so just got in like that. And then, like I said, I went to the studio one time and the rest was really like, it was it right there.
What made you want to come to Louisville?
I got a scholarship. Pulled a scholarship to go to the University of Louisville 2013. So I just pulled up. And I didn't really know what I was going to do major-wise. I think like I went through like 3 majors before I settled with sports administration. And then, was just doing the music on the in-between and the music took over.
What you got coming up?
On October 11th, right now, first of all, I'm signed to a little like indie label right now called Substream Records. So we've been working this little singles deal.
Shout out to them, man. Giving brother opportunity.
Honestly, like
that's
really,
what it's all about.
They've been really straight up. They've been really dope. They've been really supportive of like everything. But nonetheless, we got another single dropping on the 11th of October. and it's gonna be called Smoke, and it's featuring Smoke Dizzle. Like he's based out of New York. He got a nice little following right now, but he been in the game for a minute. Like if you listen to Currency or anybody,
I love Currency.
Well, him and Currency actually got like a lot of music together too. So he's like, you know, in that pocket of people. But like I said, he's got a big following. He tours and all that. So
if he's with Currency, I know we got flow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like a straight, like just lush spitter.
Yeah.
Like he's just like he's off that. So
I got to check him out for real.
So I'm hyped to drop that. Last month we put out a single called Girl. It's available on all streaming platforms, featuring a hot rapper out of Chicago named Vo. We got a video out for that. So we just been, you know, trying to stay consistent. We putting out something at least like once a month right now between my features and then like my own stuff. Everything's just going up, bro. Just trying to stay on the flow.
You definitely got your music out there.
Yeah, trying to. You know,
I mean,
I'm one of them realists though. I feel like
you got some music out there. I hopped on Apple Music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I was like, bro's out here.
Yeah, I got a pretty vast catalog available, like just already sitting there for people to tap into, and I just feel like whatever comes out between now and then, and as time goes on, just that back catalog, people gonna have to go and just like do their research and go through that whole time capsule. Because by the time that my shit go mainstream, I just feel like there's gonna be so much for people to just really go back and like take in, where like it's gonna take a minute and all that shit gonna run up. You know what I mean? We're gonna eat off that. So.
That's kind of what happened to me when I checked out Money Man.
Yeah, I was the same way with Money Man.
Yeah, like I checked out Money Man.
One song and I had to go.
I had to go back and I'm like, dog, dude got like 15, you know what I mean? Albums I could check out. Like, dude.
And they all got quality
music,
bro.
And like dudes out here. You know what I mean? I'm just like, you sleep, but that's the thing, is so much music being put out. And as far as, like I was talking about earlier, this is so much of a abandonment generation. Everybody wants attention.
Straight up.
So think about all the people putting out music. I mean, Future still, he said he still got vaults of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like you got to kind of stay up on your game to be consistent enough and have that drive and motivation to be locked in enough. If you want to be heard, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what separates a lot of people, because a lot of people rapping and put music out, but the passion ain't in it. You know what I mean?
You can pick up on that if you're a real like music listener.
Yeah, I can pick up on it.
Yeah, you can pick up on that immediately. Like you can tell when somebody's just doing it for either the attention or whenever they're just trying to go with what's like hot right now, playing to a trend. Like you just said, like people were putting out music every day. And like it ain't funny, but like that they got that meme like, yo, niggas get shot every day.
Yeah,
that's why I be telling my friends
like niggas put out music.
Yeah, niggas put out music every day. Niggas get signed every day. Niggas, everything happened right now. 3 niggas just got signed that we never heard of.
We in here right now.
Have 100 followers, so it's just like, yeah, you gotta, especially if you want to keep it indie, because like as much as I want to get that mainstream appeal, top billboards, hopefully get nominated for Grammys. I will get nominated for Grammys. It's like, you know what I mean? I still always want to keep, like, I really look up to, like, Nipsey Hussle a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's, like, to the point, like, I got, like, the All Money In, like, on me. He really wanted, like, you know, young brothers over everything to really, like, take pride in ownership and take pride in just, you know, standing behind what you believe in and pushing that to the world and just taking that wherever it's meant to take you and relying on your own destiny. So I ain't quick to really like curve or like sign nothing. That's why like even my deal with my label was very like mutual. Very like, let's sit down and get it right. And it was simple. Like, we want to help you, you know what I'm saying, further your foundation, and you just keep creating the dope shit you want to create. They don't send me no beats. They don't do nothing. I just, yo, this is what I made today. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. Like, it's the one I want to do next, and it's love, and everything's been working. You know what I'm saying? From Match, that was the first single we put out at the top of the year. That's had almost like 200,000 streams on Spotify. No video, no nothing. I performed it at a couple shows, but I ain't, you know, that's just off the strength of, you know, the label getting behind me. So once I really activate and hit the pavement with all this, you know, merchandise and all the plans we have coming for the end of the year and top of 2020, it's over.
So you grinding?
Yeah, like always in every way possible. Like be at the gym,
you got to
in the studio, or here with you. Like, this is all the grind. Like, this is definitely work. I ain't. This ain't for free. No, not at all.
Like you speaking on ownership. Like, I think that's real important. Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm not one of those people. I caught on a Nipsey Hussle late. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I caught on to him
like with probably like with
6
Victory.
months before he died.
Oh,
Type.
nah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna
Like-
front. Like, I was a lifelong Nip fan, but I've been on them since at least like the Crenshaw tape.
Yeah.
And that was like a couple years back. So I definitely been following them. But
Yeah.
the whole story behind Victory Lap definitely made me tap in a whole nother level. Like, just with what he stood for.
But it don't take me long to really like tap in and get in and understand and really research a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once I got behind it, I was like, man, like I missed out, you know. And of course I listened to him.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course I listened to him. Now I'm like, man, like people out here like that, the message that he had in his way, like ownership,
Right.
like wealth is generated through family.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta build a circle.
And you gotta have something that you can give. You know what I mean? That's gonna generate. That's gonna be lifetime.
Right.
You know, so that's definitely what I'm shooting for.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Ownership and everything. I don't want to work for nobody.
Facts. Yeah. So once I just hit that wall with it, where it was really time to just like, look, I'm either gonna do school, finish, and then like pick back up this music shit when I'm done, or it's gonna be the other way around. And it was just like, I'm not, like we just talked about. There's too many niggas dropping right now mediocre shit, and I feel like I got nuclear bombs on my hard drive. So let me just figure out my little plan and get my little, you know, platoon of homies and supporters together and just start moving. And that's what we've been doing. And we in a hard market because Louisville's like a weird market where market-wise it's like still kind of getting figured out as far as like how the industry views us and stuff. But talent-wise, it's booming. You know what I'm saying? We got
there's a lot of talent.
Sorry, I'm about to say talent is seeping out. Louisville is talent, but as far as like the industry and attention, like it's a real slow, you know, uprising of that. But it's starting to pick up. That's
kind of what I wanted to tap into because
for sure.
I know a lot of rappers. You know what I mean? Right. It's like, what are you rapping for? It's the same sense of a player being like, I just want to make it to the NBA.
Right.
And they have so much potential, but you just see that they don't have that passion to be
you really just
the greatest. You know what I mean? And you got another player. He's like, I won't be the greatest of all time.
Yeah, like I'll
see that drive and motive is different. You got some people like, I can rap. I know I can do his shit. Whatever. You know what I mean? And you got some people like, I want and need to be heard. I got something out here that people's gonna love. You feel me? You know what I mean? And it's not for free.
Right.
See, with all the people playing out here, they in the way.
Yeah, and that's the perfect way to look at it, like literally, because I definitely follow on the ladder what you said. Like, I feel like I have something that needs to be heard. I'm not going to front like every song I put out is made to change your life. But at the end of the day, just out of me feeling like I know what good taste is in music, especially for my people. But I don't box my music in. Like I got a very versatile. It could be pop on this record. I could bar you up on this record. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really, I make it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're gonna have to take the time to either catch that wave that fits you, but it could go either way with me. Like you said, like with people dropping and not knowing why they even in the game, they just in the way. So they gonna fade out either way. That's why I stopped really just even peeping game as much, because you could just tell, like you said, who's just on some here today, and as soon as you feel like you're not getting whatever attention you thought was gonna come, you're gonna be done. Versus the guy that just, I wake up and need somebody to hear me say this because I know somebody else is thinking and feeling it, you know, needing to hear it if anything.
Man, I want to be heard every day. I want to get to a point where I can make a tape, a podcast every day. That's what I'm trying to get into.
Yeah, just to get that to be like, you know, new standards.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Build it up.
You know? I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to my bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This girl, you know, this is that motivation that'll make you do it. You know what I mean? Somebody believing in you, the love they have in you. You know what I mean? Like super fly question. So I wanted to know, what's the visions for your music?
The overall vision is to honestly use the music just to raise awareness just on the fact that, like, yo, y'all can do anything you want to do. Like, if you got a passion, you got something you love, like, really go all in on that. Like, not even to be cliche, but kind of like continuing that, like, marathon movement in the sense of just, like, honing in, you know, finding the people that you can really, you know, consider loyal, and the people, you know, that believe in a vision of something greater and something bigger than yourselves, and something that's going to obviously impact people in a positive way. But I just really want to, like, be successful with this, I want to sing songs in front of hundreds of thousands of people one day. You know what I'm saying?
And you will.
And I just want to be like, I just want to be an impact. Because at the end of the day, like you was talking, like I just feel like I got a perspective that at the end of the day could bring benefit more than it would bring like detriment. And right now, we got a lot of perspectives and personalities out here that's leading people in directions that's not even in their best interest, just from the pop culture, music, all that. Like it's just
I feel like we got a lot of robots. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. You know
like
what I'm
if
saying?
it's on TV, then it's 100% true.
True, yeah.
Like ain't nobody really getting out. Like to find some artists out, you gotta get out and get on the grind. Like you might have to go to a local show.
Yeah, or go hit an open mic up, or just whatever it takes just to get 5 new followers. Like that's what I'm addicted to. Like I'm just addicted to every day knowing that it's on me to make progress. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like granted, I got a label that, you know, pushes and supports, but I know like they be seeing how I move around. I don't talk to them every day. They're not telling me how to move. Like I make my own moves, and then they just add, you know, oil to the wheels or put gas on the flame, however you want to, you know, put it. But
basically promotion,
you know, especially like on the internet. So when I'm saying that, I'm talking about like niggas followers, talking about niggas views, all that. Like there's too many promotional services out there and people that claim that, yo, you throw me $250, I'll make sure you get here. Like,
but that's just like people trying to get out. But you can kind of get that vibe of the people who's trying to take advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Then people like this all love. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like you getting out, I'm getting out, bro's getting out, you know what I mean? And it works together for a collective effort. Right, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm about. Building a nation, bro. Mm-hmm. Building a nation, helping people get to where they want to go. You know what I mean?
And while helping yourself in a genuine way. And that's the bottom line. Like, it would be, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be some type of exchange. But like you said, as long as it's through love and because I genuinely want your shit to be successful even after this interview. Yeah. Because I want them to, you know, pick up 100 clients that need pictures after they take pictures for me. Like,
and want to do video set and
you know what I'm saying? I just want it to all be of value because at the end of the day, we all in the same boat, bro.
We definitely in the same boat. I think, man, I know you're going to get it, bro. Especially how everything connected, you know what I mean? Yeah, with knowing people between your cousin, Al, you know what I mean? Just everything connected. It seems like heaven sent. It seems like this is meant to be.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how anything in my life has come to me, bro. I just call it moving off, you know, just like the real energies around you, like keeping everything real. And, you know, I don't chill with nobody. I don't fake kick it. I don't have no, you know, I don't have no.
Like we said, motive. Time is money, bro. Yeah, I ain't got no secret motive.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't have no ulterior motives, and that's kind of why I'm also like, in a sense, moving the way I move too, is because I'm not in no rush to just be amongst that industry BS. Like, you just hear too much about it, you see too much going on to know, like, man, that entertainment Hollywood shit really is that entertainment Hollywood shit. Yeah. You know, in the context of just lies, rumors, you know, scandalous, just.
But that's what attention is, like.
Right, you feel me? So I'm not really. I guess all I'm saying is I'm not really looking for. It'll all happen when it's supposed to. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
At the end of the day, you gotta have the attention to even have that, you know, position and influence. Like I say, I want, but I'm not in no rush to just jump out here and show my ass. Just to get a quick click.
Some people get on certain ways, like Young Thug. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like in this new album, you know what I mean? Like. He talked about I had to wear a dress because I had a stick. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. And it's like his bars, man, be way over the top. I know a lot of people can't get into him. You know what I mean? But for the culture, that's what he did to get on. Right. You on the right page, bro, because the grind is always behind the scenes. Right. Yeah. For sure. For sure. You know what I mean? It ain't never on the playing field. Right. You know what I mean?
That's the truth. That's the truth right there. At the end of the day, man, I just appreciate you having me.
I want the people to know about your grind that I asked you about.
Just my grind, like overall.
Like, because a lot of people are scared to take those risks. Like, it was a risk.
Man, I'm taking risk on every the camera day, and off the camera. You know what I'm saying?
More of a mental risk. Like when you dropped out of college to go full time in the music, like
I got college dropout, the Kanye bear, just to commemorate that moment. And now I'm gonna get the graduation bear when I finish, because I'm gonna finish. It's all everything with me is gonna just be a
mental thing.
You know what I mean? It's all it's gotta be.
But talk about what did you have to tap into to take that risk? You know what I mean?
To be real, I hate like how niggas always gotta say to be real. I'm always real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
but nah,
that's
straight up
that's
though,
just for the coach. It's just a
you know what I'm
slogan,
saying?
you know,
but yeah,
to be real.
Right. But nah, with me, it wasn't nothing I really tapped into. I was complaining from sophomore year to junior year when I did. Like, it was just every day. I'm like, yo, I really could not stand the school shit. Like, I hate going in these classrooms and hearing these teachers talk to me, except for my PAS classes.
Yeah.
The Pan African Studies shit, if I would have majored in that from jump, I
Yeah.
might have stayed in and been cool. But I was doing the whole bouncing around thing. I was already annoyed. So that was just like a place to go and be around like some black faces and like just get fed some information you know you needed. But I feel like I could have did that just by picking up some books too at the same time.
Yeah.
But
reading is important.
Either way, it just with me, man, it was really like some people just, you know, like that it factor. Like with me, it was just like I knew I had to do it. Like I knew I had to just get up out of there because I was just gonna keep draining myself to the point where I don't know. It just would have been like more of a cancer to me than it would have been a blessing, and I would have found like a reason to not appreciate even finishing school had I did it with the headspace I was in. Like really, like I'm just one of them people. Like I'm a real go getter. Like it ain't like I don't got time to wait till I finish school.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just calling right now. I'm tired of people wanting me to come do shows, and I'm talking about I got a test next week. I got it, bro, because that could have been the show that anybody could have been at. And it's like even though it wasn't, even though it's 2019 and I'm still on that steady incline. Yeah, you just never know what seed is going to be that one to sprout and bring that ultimate blessing. You never
know.
I'm taking every.
We might get 100,000 followers off.
Yeah,
the show,
you know what I'm saying. I'm taking
mean?
every jump shot, and it's like
more people might want. You know what I mean? You just never know. People, a lot of people got a lot of things to say and get out, man.
Yeah,
and a platform means everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Just having a voice. And I'd rather do it on her than on a status.
No, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I feel like a lot
Facebook,
of things.
What are you thinking?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything's boxed in. You know what I'm saying? Life ain't got four corners, and you can't ever say everything you meant to say or get the context right. Trying to type out your emotions. That's why That's why you sang and rap. Yeah, that's why I sang and rap because it's like sometimes I gotta. Yeah,
I like to talk about my shit. Right. I like this real human emotion. Right. You know what I mean?
No, most
like I ain't gonna lie. If somebody send me a paragraph text message, bro, I'm not reading it. I'm just gonna let anybody know funny. That now. Like if it's fam, you really better not text me. No,
I'm just gonna call. I'm just gonna see and call. Like what? Man?
But the same thing we talk about time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
It's going to take me, you send me a paragraph, it's going to take me 15 minutes to read it. Then another 5 to kind of like get the concept and kind of comprehend it. You know what I mean? Then think about what I got to text back. When you can call me, ring, hello, man, I got something to ask you. Woo, woo. Oh, yeah, woo, woo.
And like you said,
you know what I mean? Beam.
In their voice, you know how they feeling, you know where they're coming from with it. Yeah, I just feel like too much gets lost in this textual era period. Like everything's textual. Everybody talk hard on Twitter. Everybody want to ventilate on Facebook. Everybody want to be famous on Instagram, bro.
People's hiding behind everything.
I was about to say anything that they can.
Yeah, and when you keep those things in, man, that's cause for depression, anxiety. You know what I mean?
It just keeps you on the edge, period.
We already dealing with mental health, you know what I mean? I feel like 9/11, remember September?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I feel like 9/11, that was a big thing that probably threw majority of the country into PTSD, you know what I mean?
Literally.
You know what I mean? Because that happened when I was in 6th grade, so...
Yeah, damn.
I've been in school for a minute then, and I ain't never... Ain't nothing ever stopped school from going on. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing ever just like everybody stop. Turn on the TV. You gotta watch it. Yeah. And to see that, and really was to see your country threatened, like that was really when it was real for me.
It's like it really came over here. Like they really flew over here.
I can't lie. Like I'm not distracted. It doesn't stop my hustle or motivation from anything. But I can't lie. Sometimes I have a couple of thoughts, man. Like shit.
I mean, even beyond 9/11, we were just talking the other day. Me and my homie, my DJ Stallion. Yeah, man. We was talking, and he seen a commercial that was like. Basically, like normalizing school shootings, like kind of just making it like something to beware of, it was like, damn, like that used to just be like a rare occasion. You flip on CNN, we had like the Columbine shooting they used to teach us about. and like build that story. I forget about the girl's name. Did you all hear about that when you was in school? The column.
Man, I heard about all that, but think about how much shit is getting normalized. You know
well,
what I
just
mean?
in general, but yeah, for
Like,
sure. Yeah,
it's normal.
Just a
You know what I
different time,
mean?
bro. It's a different
Yeah,
time.
it's and it's still changing rapidly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now, I'm worried about depopulation.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of this. I mean, hell, global.
You know what I
warming,
mean?
Global warming.
Like
bro.
our water, like how much oil gets dumped in our water a year that we got to drink and it recycles through the earth.
Yeah,
You know what I
hard
mean?
to- yeah, and that's
Or
that's
what
a
about
whole
animals
conversation.
eating? You know what I mean? That we out here getting sick.
Right.
You
That's
know
why
what I mean?
I'm like really like slowly inching towards like all that. Like I ain't gonna say vegan, but just cleaning up. Just
Yeah,
what
like
eat
I got
more.
cut back on red
Like
meat,
I eat
bro.
quote unquote.
That shit sits in you for a minute.
Yeah, I think I
Like
eat.
your farts a little heavy.
Right.
Oh,
Straight up though.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I eat,
Uh-huh.
pretty healthy, but still that meat and stuff, I'm just starting to feel more conscientious about it. Like
yeah.
just knowing like there's hormones and then you don't even really know like what really is going into your stuff regardless.
Like a while back when the government was shut down, don't that mean USDA was shut down?
Everything, brother.
So they were still pushing meat out. So think about that's why they kept having all that recall on meat.
You feel me?
Think about how much meat they had to put out there to get sold, and
Just to get rid of
we
it.
consuming that, getting sick. Ugh.
Yeah, man. that's
People
real.
don't think about that, but I don't care. I like to throw it out there.
Yeah, you got to think about
Yeah,
it.
man, I
Or
like
throw
to
it
throw
out
it
there
out
so
there.
they do. Like you said, throw
Like-
it out there so they do. It's that red lining effect. That's passing red lines. That's real talk.
I'm always
that might
pushing
not
the
be
culture.
Yeah, that might not be the exact term, but you know
Gotta
how they
push
do.
the culture,
The
bro.
government
Like,
got the whole city gridded out. We're going to put money here, and we're going to draw a line right here, and they're going to catch the pennies. Sorry if I told them, y'all. But yeah, you know how it be.
I ain't sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with pennies, you can still save pennies.
You can still
And
save
that's-
pennies,
and
but
that's my
are we,
thing.
But
So
as a culture, we don't
if
save
we're
pennies,
viewed
bro.
as pennies, bro.
We're the biggest consuming base in the world.
Nah. But if
we spend $3 trillion a year, because it's probably higher than that. Niggas. Sorry. But us. us.
niggas,
I'm
black
just saying.
people,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
whatever you
Black
consider
people.
yourself as.
Right,
You know
whatever
what I mean?
you
'Cause
consider
people,
yourself. I just don't want to offend nobody. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, and that's what's even crazier to me. We always like crying broke, but we have so much money that, like you said, we could keep in the family
bro, they
and
print
bring
money
all
every
this.
day.
Like all this stuff that we want could be a thing. We just need enough people to organize, bro.
I also think about this, right? 20 years ago, we can go next door and ask a neighbor for sugar.
Yeah, that's a
Or
wrap.
ask them for anything. You know what I mean?
That's a wrap.
Shit. And that's just how far times has changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From our cultural standpoint.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
Like the separation that we have. You
right.
see what I mean?
Everybody's just in their own little, on some free for all stuff.
Man.
Free for
and
all,
if we
really.
can come together on something.
Just on something.
We are the culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at it, man. Gucci, True Religion, all this stuff, they jack the price up because they know that the more expensive it is, the more we're going to buy it because we like to flaunt how much money and cash we have.
That's
But that
real.
really doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't
In
change
the same sense, you know what I mean? Then they can come back and be like, we don't want niggas wearing our shit.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
we'll still
It's
go
just
buy it,
like,
though.
but just think about how much money you lost and how much they just gained as a company.
Right.
You see what I mean? With
Crazy,
no
bro.
respects and regard, like we are the culture, bro.
Right. That's what I mean. To be
You know,
real.
as far as jewelry,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? As far as clothes and different things like that, like
So I don't really tap in too much or pay too much mind to all the jewelry and like designer
No.
brands. I'm more the type to either make my own
plain Jane, bro.
or just like support local. I enjoy supporting local. Anyway.
I definitely
Like,
support.
I'm the guy that goes to like the new city and goes to like the little pop in T-shirt shop. It
Yeah.
costs 5 shirts. I'm not going to Melrose just to get a Supreme
Nah,
shirt for
it's not
$150.
me.
Nah, bro.
And I do it when I eat food. Like I
Yeah.
might drive. I'm going to the dude in front of the barbershop, bro, cooking the
for sure.
hamburgers and shit.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Cause them be far
Yeah, for sure.
and they be for the low.
Straight up.
And I'm looking out for him. He might need that.
Yeah,
You know what I
never
mean?
Yeah, just feel
As
like
far
goes
as
a
giving it
little
to Wendy's company, you know what I mean?
further. Right,
And they heating up your patties.
right. Killing you.
And they got grill out here.
Killing
Yeah.
you softly.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
that's
I
what's
like that. But man, hey, it was nice rapping with
Oh
you,
yeah,
bro.
man, for sure.
Definitely, all
Hey,
love.
man, talk
you know
to
what
me,
I mean?
man, anytime, and hit me up, even outside of
Oh
this.
yeah,
We
man.
found
We
out
definitely got hooked up now because now we know
see,
all the connections.
Yeah, bro, we know
We
we on
can
that
kinda get
gas train
together.
too, so that's all right.
Then when you blow up, come right back on here. You know what I mean?
Blow up.
When
we blow up.
When we blow
That's
up.
a we thing around here.
When we blow up. You know what I mean?
Man, for sure. Shout out to Shots by Heavy and Heavy Productions too, man, for setting all this fly shit up for us. Probably got us looking like celebrities already. So
yeah,
man, it's been real. But BRXTN at Braxton Official on Instagram. Make sure you follow my dog too. We're gonna make the names pop up like
View 502.
You feel me?
All
All right, y'all.
Peace.